Hi and welcome to Bob Bob Abroad. This
Take
is...
two.
Yes, it is take two.
This is the first time I think we've had to do a take two.
It is. I had a Freudian slip. So it's my fault, sorry. This is our 28-week update. So I am starting my third trimester.
Hey!
Yay! So it's on the countdown now, so we've got 11 weeks left. So that's pretty cool. Time is flying by. Yeah, alright. So yeah, I suppose I'll start by talking about my OBGYN appointment. I've had two since the last video. The baby is good. This week the heartbeat was 150 and baby weighs 2 pounds. Doctor had no complaints there. I think in our last video I mentioned that I was going for the diabetes test, which is just a normal test here, and I failed it. What happened was, I thought I failed it because I had a donut in work. They were celebrating something, there was donuts, I saw the donut, I ate the donut. Yeah, no self-constraint there. But I totally forgot that I was having a blood test like an hour later.
A diabetes test.
Yeah. So I thought that was the reason why I failed it. But they sent me anyway for further tests. It was a 2-hour test where they take your blood 3 times and you drink a stronger glucose drink. And the results came back on Thursday, and unfortunately I failed it too.
So that means
that we have 2 more specialist appointments to go to, a dietitian and a physio for some reason, and a specialist doctor. But
it's gestational diabetes.
It's yeah, exactly, gestational diabetes. So they'll change my diet and exercise regime, even though I don't really have one at the moment. But I do a lot of walking. But and I will have to test my blood 4 times a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was a little bit of a shock.
Late last week, that was we found that out Thursday. So kind of Thursday, Friday time was a bit.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a shock.
Shock.
I thought he was going to turn around and say, "Oh yeah, you're borderline. Watch what you eat. Don't eat chocolate. You'll be grand." And then he just walks in and he goes, "Well, you've got diabetes. That sucks." And I was like,
Yes, it does.
What?
So that was a bit of a hitch. We're doing better the last couple of days now, this weekend.
And I'm going to stick by whatever plan they give me rigidly. I've been Googling what I can eat and what I can't eat in terms of fruit and veg, because some stuff I have to stay away from. So I think I'm going to be pretty good anyway. I suppose the repercussions if I don't is that the baby will be large, which could mean I need a cesarean and also preeclampsia. So I'll definitely stick by whatever they tell me. Now the appointment is in 2 weeks, so it's a bit too far away. I'm like, what am I meant to eat now? So I'm going to try and make an appointment with a specialist close by, just like to have a 1-hour consultation to say, oh, eat this, don't eat this. Because when I'm looking it up online, one website says this and another says something else, so it was quite confusing.
Conflicting information, yeah. But this is common enough.
Yeah, it's very common.
So 1 in 4.
Yeah, 1 in 4 women get it.
Women get it, so it's quite common. But so far we've been very impressed with how the medical service works here.
They're really on top of things here.
Like when the first test results came back, they were on to AB almost immediately to get the second test done, and they were quick with the results on that within a day or two. So,
a day,
So we're not too worried. It is, like we said, a little bit of a hitch, but yeah, you are being looked after.
Yeah, and so we'll see the doctor every 2 weeks now. Because I'm in my 3rd trimester, we'll see the doctor every 2 weeks instead of once a month. So yeah.
Alright, okay, so I will do a baby update. So the baby weighs about 2 pounds and it is almost 15 inches. So the baby is the size of an eggplant. So
this is actually
the best eggplant we could find.
And it's actually not 15 inches, it's
about
12.
a foot. It's about a foot.
So our baby's longer than this, but I'd say our baby's skinnier than this. But who knows? I don't know, it's very strange. Plus, both of us hate eggplant, so we're like, what do we do with this
so
now?
We have no idea what we can do with it.
I'm going to have to Google it or throw it away.
Every other week's fruit we had something that we could do with it.
Yeah.
This week we're completely
And I googled every other kind of, fruit, following the size of your baby by fruits, and they all said eggplant for 28 weeks. So I was like, I can't even pick something else. So yeah, I don't know what we'll do with it.
So if anyone wants an eggplant, just let us know. We'll happily post it to you. Yeah, so eggplant.
Yep.
Okay, so the baby can blink and has eyelashes.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
The baby can see light that filters into the womb. I think that's very impressive.
Yeah.
I think that's very awesome. So there's also loads of movement, plenty of Irish dancing going on here. So
There has been so much movement, especially at night, but I can feel it during the day too. Just like, you can even see it. You can see like from one side to the other, and you can feel it very, very strongly.
Yeah.
Today I had a foot in my rib. I was sure of it, and I was massaging it down, like move, move, and I even got Ferg to do his very disciplinary voice. Do you want to demonstrate?
No.
It didn't work anyway.
No, let's not bring the mood
But do
down.
you know what? I'm actually fine now. So
No, that's good.
baby moved.
Oh, good. So what else?
I can show the bump.
No, I'll come back to that.
Oh, right.
I missed one thing here.
Oh.
It says the baby is getting more fat every day.
Oh yeah.
So
So this is the growth period where
so
it's
you know,
super fast.
just like me. Just baby weight, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to show the bump?
Yeah, sure.
This is the bump.
Fergal thinks I'm still very neat, and when I ask him to compare
Think so, yeah.
all the bumps in our prenatal class,
I feel she makes me feel very bad for judging other pregnant women.
and he keeps saying I'm the smallest in the class, or one of the smallest.
You're one of the smallest. I think it's a very neat bump.
Yeah, I look at them and I go, yeah, I'm as big as them. It's hard, it's hard to gauge how you look yourself, because I look and I go, oh, I'm massive, but I'm not actually. I'm quite tiny, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's the update on the baby. So all good.
Oh yeah, the baby's perfect.
Next up, symptoms.
Yes.
Yeah, do you want to talk about symptoms?
Yeah, I've been fine. Sleep has been fine. I did
Yours
have an
has
issue.
been fine. I'm a little bit tired today because people across the road wanted to build a house. The jerks, selfish jerks. And they'd been up early in the morning, so I'm a little bit.
The builders had like dance music on at 7 a.m.
Yeah, so maybe this is all good practice, but I don't like it. Anyway, move on.
Yeah, I did have an issue with sleep in the last 4 weeks, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I think. And friends Yvonne and Sarah were suggesting things. So I did try the pillow in between my knees, but I woke up with like bad back pain. So I was like, okay, that's not for me. So then I just went back to what I was doing before. I had one cushion on the side, and I've actually been fine.
Yeah.
So sleep is grand. I do feel heavy and uncomfortable in the evening, so from like 6 o'clock onwards I feel like, I don't really go out now as much in the evening times. I feel quite heavy.
It's getting colder here too though, so that doesn't help.
Yeah. And I'm getting Braxton Hicks a lot. Not painful at all, just where my tummy is totally hard and it comes and it goes.
So
I've
weird.
actually got one right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just super hard. And
yeah, it's so weird.
And in about 1 minute it'll be soft again.
Yeah.
But it's not painful, but it's happening a lot. What else? I had to put tights on yesterday because I was wearing a dress, and that was fun and games. They are not easy to put on, and I do not think I
And
would put
you're
any
struggling
tights in.
too with socks.
I am struggling with socks, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's only going to get worse too.
No.
But it's not a big deal. Weight wise, I am now 10 stone and 4 pounds, so I've put on 1 stone in total now. So not a lot at all, and it's grand, doesn't really make any difference, but that's what the weight is. What else? Still up once a night to go for a pee. Fergal wakes me at 11:30. I've been quite good, haven't I?
The last couple of nights.
There was kind of a time a couple of weeks ago where I'm kind of used to him coming into me, and I say yes to him. Yeah, I'll get up, and then I don't. I'm totally asleep, so I say yes to him in my sleep. So now he's putting the light on, and I have absolutely no choice, because if he doesn't do that, I wake up at about 3 in terrible agony. I'm like bursting to go, so it's not worth it. So it's good that you put the light on.
Yep.
No tailbone issues or anything like that, and tiredness is grand. It's kind of the same. There's no. I'm fine. So that's it really for my update, my symptoms.
Apart from the diabetes.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
So that just means eating healthy. So we had 2 prenatal classes. We missed one because Orla came to visit, and I was so tired that day. We were doing all the touristy things, and when it came to that evening, it was like, oh, and it was on your birth plan and medication. So I was like, oh sure, I can just read the notes when they get emailed to us. So we do need to have a birth plan done in the next month. Didn't tell you that either. The OBGYN said to have it in the next month, and he'd go through it with us. And
oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on it.
So we missed one, so we had 2 prenatal classes. One was our third one was on the 3rd stage of labour and what the baby experiences, and our 5th one, so that was the 4th and 5th class, sorry, was on breastfeeding. So did anything stand out to you for either?
For the breastfeeding one, it was there was videos, and it was nothing like that. There was videos, and it was interesting to see how the child, when it's newborn, it's instinctively searching for the boob. Thank you.
You're ready to feel shy there.
No, I'm not. Breastfeeding. It's no big deal. It's funny to see the baby kind of
nuzzle their way down. If you just lay the baby there.
So I always assumed that it was something that the mother had to initiate, but apparently the baby is well able to instinctively find the boob and feed itself, which I thought was very cool.
It was very cool, and I really look forward to trying that.
Boob, boob, boob. Not shy at all. You were saying? Now who's shy? Come on.
If the nurse in the hospital, like, it all depends on who you get, if they are like, oh, you need to feed the child right now, I'll be like, do you know what, no, I'm going to let my baby decide when the baby wants to feed, and literally just put the baby skin to skin here and let them, because if I've had medication or an epidural, obviously the baby will be kind of out of it a bit, so it might take an hour or 2, and you know what, it's no big deal if it is. So
plus, it's probably good that the baby learns earlier on that it should do stuff for itself.
So I'm really hoping it latches on fine, and I'm really looking forward to it though. So I really enjoyed that class. We were given dolls to practice with, which was really funny. I handed Fergal the baby doll, and I said, "How would you hold a newborn?" And he just takes it by the legs, and messing. But yeah, it was a very informative class. Didn't really talk about mastitis or blocked ducts or how to cope with sore boobs or anything.
That's coming next week.
Awesome. But yeah, what about the other class? The 3rd stages of labour, which was the placenta and stuff. I actually didn't know that was. I didn't know that was a whole separate thing. I thought it came out, so I was like, oh crap! But your baby be there. Hopefully I'll be distracted, and if I am breastfeeding at the time, then the contractions will have the placenta come out. I don't know. And also the baby experience. We never really heard it from the baby's experience. What did they go through when they're going through labour? So that was really interesting too. So overall, I think we're happy out so far with the prenatal classes.
Yep.
Yeah. The only thing that really annoys Fergal is the fact that the lady calls snacks when she's telling us to take a break. Okay, everybody go take a snack. Fergal's like, it's snacks!
Oralise it.
I don't know why she just says snack.
I don't know why it annoys me.
It's funny. So,
probably because it's late in the evening and I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's probably, I'm projecting.
And as the weeks go on, like, we've only got 2 classes left, you can see all the women are getting really tired and sitting in these chairs, everyone's shifting left and right all the time. It's quite late, it's on from like 7 till 8 till 9.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
What did we buy?
What didn't we buy? Right, I really need to look at the list.
Yeah, I bought all this stuff, did I?
They're gifts.
Okay, what did you buy?
So I did buy a couple of clothes. I wasn't going to get a winter coat because it's such a short period of time, but there was one in H&M, and I will use it towards the end of October, November, December and January. So I just went and I just did it. So I got...
No, I told her to just go do it.
You did. I was having a dilemma. I was like, I don't want to waste money. And he was like, just get the coat.
It was only like, what, $70?
It was $70, it's about €50.
It wasn't expensive.
Yeah.
Just get the coat.
And then
get the coat and leave me alone.
While I was in H&M, I just got a couple of tops as well, long sleeved.
Which I didn't say she could get. But I told her she could get the coat. And
give me an inch and I'll take a mile. So we did buy the bottles and the steriliser and a bath support, and I just want to thank Orla for those because she left us some money here as a gift.
Yeah, thank you, Orla.
Just when she left it as a surprise when we got back in after leaving her to the airport. So we got those with that, and we got a few more things which we'll show you in a minute. We got a food processor called a Baby Bullet. Now I know it's far too soon to be buying that because that's the child is 6 months when you're using that.
Face facts, we bought it for you.
Well, yeah, the reason why we got it too was because I can use smoothies with it, and I've made a few now, and it's excellent, and it's so quick and it's so clean and quick to wash, and it's excellent, so I love it.
I think it smells funky.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why. I have no idea why.
He won't drink the smoothies.
It's just weird.
Maybe I'll try different fruits.
Maybe,
that's
yeah.
it.
I think it smells funky.
Because I washed it all and he smelled everything individually, all the ingredients. He's like, no, none of them smell like that
Funky.
smell. And
Yeah.
so it's bizarre.
Yep.
Hopefully your brain's okay.
Probably not.
So we got the bath support, the baby processor. We got a changing mat cover. I got some hangers, baby hangers, and I will be buying some outfit in pink and some outfit in blue so that I have something to bring to the hospital, so that I can put them in that colour when they're born. And the next big purchase is the breast pump, which is covered by my insurance, which is cool. I think I know which one we're going for, so I'll just leave it for a couple of weeks before I buy that.
No rush on it.
No rush on that. So I did buy quite a lot, but
Okay.
all good stuff.
So what now?
The gifts. So
Yes,
you can.
you want me to start?
Yeah, sure. You
Okay,
can start
so
with
I'll
this.
start with this. This is from your granny, right?
Yeah, this is from Granny. Granny Sheeran.
Granny Sheeran.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a newborn size snowsuit.
Oh, we love this. It's a snowsuit.
It's super warm. It's got little mittens.
So this is great because the baby's obviously due on the 28th of December, so it will be cold here.
Yep.
And this is super soft, and it's got a hood and everything.
Yeah.
Little mittens. So thank you, Granny.
Thank you, Granny.
Yes. You go for it.
Yeah, I've got a few things here now. Holly, my cousin, got us some really, really nice nursery garlands. The theme is owl themed. So she got us little squirrels and there's mushrooms and owls. They're absolutely gorgeous, so I can't wait to put those up. And on the theme of owl, today myself and Fergal went to Bellies to Baby, what would you call it?
A fair.
Fair, yeah, that's a good word.
Show, a fair.
So there was a lot of things there, like financial institutions, a breastfeeding lactation specialist, different types of shops. They do a big thing here for saving for your child's college and university fund now, because obviously it costs a fortune here. So all those kind of financial people were there. And so there was a couple of just cool shops, so we ended up just buying, with Orla's money again, we got, with the owl theme, we got a soft toy, which I absolutely love, and we also got they're wall decorations, and you just stick them on and they come off.
They're decals.
Yeah, so I can't wait to put those up as well. So that's the theme I know, thanks. Of the nursery. The bedding matches this and the play mat matches this. So it's pretty cool that now we have. I'm not going to buy any more of this theme because it'll be too much. But I absolutely love those. So they're total and utter like
Impulse
splurging.
buys,
Yeah, like whatever. But yeah, I love them. So you can.
Okay, perfect. So we got a
Surprise box!
a surprise gift set from some friends at home. Thank you to Declan, Alan, and Michelle.
Thank you very much. It was such a surprise.
Yeah,
we
we
were so
didn't know
excited.
who this came from.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let me just show you here what we got.
Yeah.
First off, we got one of these, a baby grow, in red and white stripes, obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Check the stitching on this. This is some good stitching. That's how you also see the quality right there. We also got what I reckon is a blanket for a stroller. Alia seems to agree with me, so I'm not wrong there. So this is this.
Yeah, it's really heavy quality. It's gorgeous.
I can't stare at it too long, otherwise I start having eye issues. And then this, which is a very cute bunny. So these came from
a Swedish, I think, a boutique in Dublin.
Yeah. Yep. So thank you to.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks guys.
So,
really do
so
appreciate
nice.
it. And one other thing, which we absolutely love.
Yeah.
It's this. Just give me a second here now. These videos are turning more and more into the Late Late Toy Show, and I'm okay with that. Hey guys.
So we do need a name for him.
So we got this. It's a hand puppet, obviously, by the Puppet Company, from Chuck and Deck and Michelle.
Yeah.
So we're having trouble coming up with a name, so we figured we'd throw out the challenge there. You guys can name this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is absolutely awesome. I'm loving every second of this.
Do you know your mascot?
Yeah. So we're thinking about making this our mascot from now on for future videos.
Yep. So he might say a couple of things himself next time.
Oh, do I have to come up with a voice? Get out of here! Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, because I can do that one. So we absolutely love that.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you very much. Yeah, I'm just going to do that there.
Yeah. I think the last thing I'm going to show is just from Mum. We did get loads from Mum because when Orla came over, she brought over a suitcase full of stuff. So Orla gave us loads of Johnson & Johnson products. Nicola, Orla's friend, gave us vests.
Yeah, thank you, Nicola, as well.
Oh, actually, I have one more thing to show you. Sam gave us stuff, which I'm good. My nephew, which I'll show you in a second. And Mum gave us some socks, and she gave us a stroller bar. You just put it across the stroller, which is excellent. We didn't have one of those. Sam got us some Irish things, so little Irish socks, and a little T-shirt that says "Irish eyes are smiling." Very cute, newborn, and a little sheep's hat. So very, very cute. So yeah, we've been totally surprised by the amount of things, and really grateful.
And we really do appreciate it, every bit of it.
Yeah.
So final bit then is a gender prediction.
Yeah, so we don't have too much to add to this.
No.
But Holly, my cousin, was saying that if my feet are colder than usual, it's a boy. But if my feet stay the same, then it is a girl.
Show your feet.
And my feet are roasting.
Yeah, they're really warm.
Absolutely roasting. So Holly, we're kind of confused.
Yeah.
What does that mean? So we can't say that's a girl or a boy. So it still stays with whatever it was, 5 boys.
So make a decision, Holly.
7 boys,
make a decision.
5 girls. So yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's just to wrap up. You want to mention some goals that we've got over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah. So we've 11 weeks
the birth
left.
plan.
Yeah, so the birth plan is one, and the breast pump. Now I think we have picked a brand, so we just need to
just do it.
Pick it up. Yeah.
So diet and exercise plan.
Oh yeah, so we have to meet the 2 specialists and sort out, make sure I just know what I'm doing and able to take the blood 4 times a day and all that.
And you want to start looking into a hospital bag.
Yes.
So you've talked to a couple of mothers to be here as well, and you've got some good ideas for hospital bags. So if you guys know of anything that's worth putting into a hospital bag that you were kind of, where you would have been at a loss without, just do let us know. That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
You did a hospital tour.
I did
a virtual hospital tour.
Yeah, so we can't actually do it in the hospital. They don't do them anymore, which is.
Do you do hospital tours in Ireland?
I don't know. Oh. That's a good question.
Okay.
But our OB said it was pointless. He goes, sure, you won't even care when you get in there. And I was like, well, that's true, but at least I'd
you know where to go. And
but anyway,
it's a familiar surrounding, I think, more than anything else, though, right?
Yeah. So we can't actually do one, but you can do one online. You can just. So I had a quick look at that, and it's it was grand. I didn't really learn that much, but the place looks nice. And what I did learn was that we can apply for a private room, but we're not guaranteed it, even though our insurance will cover that. So we have to fill out a form, give it to the lady in the reception when we get in the door, and then if there's a room available, we will be in a room where everything is conducted. So I will labour there, deliver there, and have postnatal there, which would be cool. So if we don't get that room, then we're shifted between 3 different rooms. You labour in a different room, deliver in a different room, and have postpartum in a different room. But hopefully we will have our own room.
Fingers crossed.
The rooms seem to be well kitted out. They have their own fridges and stuff. You can bring your own food. There's a mattress for Ferg if he wants it. We live really close by, so
I don't see the point.
if I do have to stay over,
it would be literally me carrying a sleeping bag 4 or 5 blocks just for the sake of.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we'll be doing that, but we'll consider that again.
Yeah, closer to the time. And also I have a meeting with HR in a couple of weeks as well, just about when I can go on maternity leave. So I think if I don't use up all my banked time and holiday time, I could probably go in the first week of December. So we'll just have to wait and see. My commute to work is like an hour, and it will be winters, and I'll be bigger and heavier, so maybe I'll appreciate that. But if I can keep work up and use the time on the other side, then I'll do that. So we don't know. We'll play that one by ear as well.
Yeah. Well, the plan thus far is that once Abby has the baby, she's going to get back to work, and I'm going to become a house husband and stay-at-home dad.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I
nice.
just decided that. So.
Yeah. And what about the breastfeeding? How's that going to work? I pump all night and then go to work all day.
No, I'll drop the child off to work. You can do that while you're reconciling accounts. So the other thing that we did, which we actually did, well, you did, I shouldn't say we, Avia does most of this stuff, is research daycares.
Oh yeah, so daycares is a big thing here, and you have to be like well organised. It was kind of freaking me out. So you need to put your child's name on a list when the child is born. You can't put the child's name on the list before they're born. You need a birth certificate, which is so strange. But anyway, they're very competitive. There does seem to be a few in this area. The cost is similar to Dublin. Galway is cheaper. So you're looking at €1,200 a month. So we still have to pick one. We have to go and to view them and everything, but yeah, that's something we really need to think about.
And by we,
I'm not going to make that decision on my own.
oh, okay, fair enough.
We did get some information today at that fair. Now it was awfully expensive, but if I was going, anyway, we don't
maybe
really
get like 3-course meals 2
Yeah.
times a day.
Oh, like quinoa and.
Better than what I get
Yeah.
at work. Yeah.
But I'm sure there's other ones that are around. We're in a very kind of good neighbourhood for
There's a lot
children
of
stuff.
a lot of young couples with kids and babies and stuff.
Yeah, so we
yeah.
have to really start thinking about that, because if you don't get your child's name on a list in Vancouver, the chances are you won't be able to get into one.
Yeah.
Unless it's an unlicensed family one. There's different types. There's several different types. So we have to decide what type we want and then go searching for those. So
Yeah.
fun and games.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how are you feeling? Have you anything else to add?
no, just like I said, apart from being tired.
How about the stress of it all?